G'day viewers, it's Michael here again and welcome back to SingleRacer. Now the anticipation is finally over with the release of the free DLC for Assetto Corsa by Kunos, and I have to say congratulations to Kunos for doing this. What a great Chrissy present for all of us sim racers. They definitely didn't have to do this, and the fact they did, I'd applaud them on our behalf for letting us all have this DLC for free. But what I found really interesting was the reaction to some of the cars. A lot of people liked these cars and a lot of people liked those cars, and it was probably the first time that it seemed like, and this includes myself, how it related to our own wheels, the wheels we had, what type of wheels tended to seem to like, what cars we liked, and or the style of cars to how we race ourselves personally. Now, it was interesting that I liked some of the cars and I liked not so much some of the cars, especially the heavily understeery cars, and that seemed to be a criticism of just some of the cars in the group. But it was interesting that other people loved those cars, so there was no clear pattern for the standout car, arguably, which one ended up being the best. But in my regards, there was no question ever, I think, which car was going to be my favourite, and I must admit that Humble George called it early and picked which car he thought I would like the best, and that's exactly how it turned out. And for my very new subscribers, and welcome aboard, I always loved the old style cars, so I always use the term the GT Legends cars and the GP Legends cars, but in other words, cars that are very slidey on all four wheels, and you kind of have to force them into submission to get them to behave the way you want to, but in a very linear and neutral behaving way, you know, very 50-50 in their handling. And so that doesn't apply to old cars either. The new cars that I love, I mean, my go-to car for Nordschleife is the Ferrari 458 GT2 car, but even normal road cars like the KTM Crossbow, I got the name right finally, and the MX-5, especially the Cup car, all those cars fall into that neutral 50-50 handling where you can really hound them into a corner and slide them on all four wheels, but are very controllable. So there's no question that my favourite car is the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, and I always have a tendency to butcher the name, so I hope I got that right, but that is definitely my favourite car here, as I show you here in the showroom. That is my favourite. And being my favourite car, it had to go on my favourite track, which is the Nordschleife, so there was no question I was going to do a Nordschleife lap, but ironically it was meant to be my top 5 hot lap, which of course it is, but when I first did it, because so many people are trying out these new cars, so I tried it out online and the server had nothing but, like if it wasn't Laguna Seca, all the Nordschleife servers had all these cars in the one group. So of course I tried it out, but by the time I could even just get my screen grab of the RSR website with my top 5 time, I'd already fallen to 9th spot. So although I did this again, top 5, by the time I release this video, hopefully tomorrow, being Boxing Day here in Australia, I'll probably have fallen to 69th spot by the time you see the results if you check out the RSR website. And so buckle up if you like the Nordschleife, come with me for a ride and I'll catch you next time. So I hope you enjoy this hot lap and I'll catch you later. Okay. See ya.